All right, and thanks everybody for chiming in today. We love doing our live streaming, and we've got some fun stuff to talk about. But more importantly, we have fun things to give away.
Yes, we do.
All right.
Once
And
again.
I got to tell you, Airport Plaza Jewelers, I'm just going to repeat what some of the customers tell us. You have an impressive selection of gold chains, bracelets, and jewelry in general. And that's quite nice to hear. Or they go, I had no idea how many chains you had. We have hundreds, if not over 1,000 gold chains in the store, 14, 10 karat, 18 karat, some even 24.
Some.
Okay. So, and also many hundreds of bracelets. As a matter of fact, if you take a look, we scan through our bracelets a little bit, you'll see over 100 solid gold men's bracelets. I'm not talking hollow stuff, department store. I'm talking solid gold, lasts a lifetime, pass along to
well made
to the kids. Yeah, very well made. And then we also have tons of women's bracelets, ladies' bracelets. And what's really nice, we get a lot of self-shoppers. The girls come in, they feel very comfortable looking at the selection. No pressure, just put them on their wrists and see if they like the look, and then we work on the price for them, okay? Which is a fun thing to do.
Yeah, we had a customer the other day who was looking for a birthstone ring. So in March's birthstone is aquamarine, and she thought, oh, maybe we'd have one or two, and I think we had about a dozen rings for her to choose from, and she was so pleased that she found one that she really liked, and just never would have thought she would have had the selection that she did.
Okay, and the other thing too is, I'm not saying that here, but anyway, the other thing is we get people coming in saying, gee, I really, really, really love this chain, but what's the warranty on it? I go, well, that's the good news. You don't have to buy a warranty like you do at all the other stores. You pay money in advance in case their chain falls apart. How ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then if you don't show up like a puppy every 6 months on the day, and don't you dare miss a day,
Yeah.
then the warranty is void, and they keep your warranty money that you prepaid. Our warranties are lifetime on the chain. You never pay a nickel to have them repaired as long as you bought them from us.
Yep.
Keep your receipt, of course. Okay, that's all we ask. Keep your receipt. And one more small condition, let us take a look at the chain, inspect it for wear, how the clasp closes. Give us that opportunity once every 6 months. And I don't mean to the day, just once every 6 months, let us look at it. If it's in 7 months, that's when you got in here.
And if you want to have it cleaned, first of all, there is absolutely never a charge for cleaning your jewelry, and especially something you purchase from us. We're happy to clean anyone's jewelry, but every time you bring it in to get it cleaned, we will inspect it before we clean it. So you get a free inspection every time you have your jewelry cleaned. Not only will you walk out with it looking great, but you can feel safe and secure knowing everything is fine with it.
And the other thing too is we can warranty because we have a great manufacturer behind us. American made chain right here. It's made in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
They do a wonderful job. We get advantageous pricing because we buy in volume, and they give us a lifetime warranty. And if we sell a chain that isn't warranted by this particular manufacturer because we buy from others, we'll back it up with our own personal warranty. And we've been doing that for 25 years. You buy a chain here and you have a mishap, I don't care if it's a German Shepherd jumped up and snagged your chain. It was totally not our fault that the chain broke. We're still going to take responsibility.
Or your 6-month-old grandson
who thinks he's a trapeze artist, of course. All right. So anyway, we want to say hi to Mindy Fallon. Thank you for chiming in with us. Lori, how you doing? Patricia Willis, Colleen Stanton, one of our absolute favorites of all time, great gal, and obviously Pat Okonzik. So we have, and plus I can't see everybody who signed in, but we got a lot of people coming and visiting us during our live stream, and we really appreciate that. All right, now we could talk about so much more. Listen, I want to tell you a quick story about owning gold chains. Yes, the price of gold is quite high. Gold is very valuable. It's up to $2,000 an ounce. But I have a feeling it's going to be going much higher. I had a customer walk in, and he wanted to know, oh, there you go. Oh, who did the balloons? Nice job. All right. The gold chains that you buy, it's a lifetime investment because this is solid gold, so you can wear it indefinitely. We often recommend, especially with your yellow gold chains, not wearing them to bed at night. Now, I know a lot of people do, but
Well, wait, chains in particular,
yeah,
we suggest not wearing at night. Not just gold, even
bracelets too.
even silver. Only because when you are sleeping with your jewelry on, if it gets caught on your quilt or comforter or pillowcase or sheets
Pajamas.
or pajamas, your fingers, who knows? If it gets caught, you're not going to be conscious and realize it, and you can sometimes break them that way. But you're also wearing them, and that 8-10 hours a night that you're sleeping, you're really not enjoying them. You have it on because you're used to having it on. If you take it off, all that time that you don't wear it, you get to add on to the life of the piece. So it just adds years and years on to the wearability.
You're not tugging at the claw clasp or anything. And the other thing is, you're not wearing it in the shower in the morning, okay, if you don't wear it to bed at night. And chlorine in the water can be damaging, especially to yellow gold. And my favorite thing to talk about, and other chemicals that your hair and all that. But my favorite thing is the bracelet. If you're wearing a bracelet at night and your hand is going under the pillow, you're stressing that bracelet by rubbing it along the sheets, and that's not a good thing. And catching it like that, so you're bending the solder joints, you're bending the jump rings, and you're putting stress on the lobster claw. So what I want to let you know is, if you just take a little bit of care, take that off at night, put it in a little spot in maybe a little dish or something, so Fluffy can't get it and drag it around and play with it while you're sleeping. That's a great idea.
And that little bowl will be a reminder. Oh, we got to take the jewelry off.
That's good. Now, let me tell you a very interesting story. Some guy came into my store. This was like a year and a half ago. And he said, "Hey, Don, I need some cash. And you promised me if I ever needed to get some quick cash that you would buy my chain back for a little less than the amount of gold, the melt of gold in it." And I said, "Yeah, I would do that." So I weighed up his chain. It had $1,750 of gold in it. And I said, I'll pay you $1,600 because it's $1,750. And the guy shook my hand and said, "Oh, you're a man of your word. Thank you very much. It really helps me a lot." I bought the chain. He said, "We'd like to see the receipt." I said, "No, I believe that, you bought it from me." "No, Don, you need to see the receipt." He bought it from me. The receipt was from 2000, the January of 2000. He paid $299 for the chain. Gold was $300 an ounce. But not, when I bought it from him, it was $1,850. Excuse me. So I told him, I made more money scrapping this chain out for you today, 20 years later, than I made selling it to you brand new in 2000. So it's really cool. So if you buy your chains, don't overpay for it, which is why you got to come here.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that you're in good position, that if you ever need to cash out someday when gold hits $4,000 an ounce, you make a profit.
Next year. No, I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
But talking about making a profit. All right. Okay, Pat Okonzik has a question, and I have a cough. All right. The question is, "Hi, Don. The prongs on my rings seem to be up and get caught on my clothes. Is that something you can fix?" Absolutely. Don't hesitate. Bring it in. Rick will check it out. If we need to give it to our goldsmith to do a little rounding on the prongs, okay, we can take care of that, Pat.
Yep.
So just come out. We love doing stuff like that, keeping your jewelry enjoyable and wearable, okay?
And what's really impressive is that you're asking about it. It's important. If you're wearing your jewelry and something doesn't look right, doesn't feel right, it's really important to have it checked to make sure that a small issue doesn't turn into a bigger problem by just ignoring it and continuing to wear it. So we do encourage you, if you notice that something doesn't look right or feel right, don't wear the piece, but get it in for an inspection right away so we can take a peek and take care of it.
If you have any gold jewelry whatsoever, gold chains or bracelets, and you're having any problems with the catch or the clasp, bring it in. Sometimes it's a simple adjustment, and we will do that for you cheerfully, okay? I had somebody come in where the lobster claw had bent open, and he came in and he wanted to get a quote from us. I said, "For what?" He goes, "Well, I got quoted $120 at the mall store to replace it." I said, "Well, excuse me, I took my rounding pliers and we just rounded it back into shape because gold is malleable, and it was just like new."
Yeah.
And he asked me how much, and I said, $100, just like them. No, we did a complimentary, and he was very impressed because we not only did a complimentary, we cleaned and polished his chain for him. So
Looks
sometimes
fantastic.
it can be a simple adjustment. So there. I mean, don't worry about you're going to come in with a chain to get it repaired, and you're going to walk out with a big bill. Now, if the lobster claw or the barrel clasp needs replacing, yes, there's a cost for that, and it's got to be soldered to make it secure. So, and we're happy to do that. We won't cut corners for you. We'll make sure you get a quality repair. All right, now we're doing really, really good.
Wait, before you do, talk a little bit more, real quickly, about the gold vermeil, because the chain is beautiful.
Oh, you got it. We have an incredible selection, okay, of gold vermeil chains. Now, I don't know how I think we're gonna do this. I think we'll do this. Let me know how we're doing.
Looks good.
Incredible gold vermeil chains.
Yeah. Now look at the styles. I mean, you've got ropes, you've got Figaro,
Figurucci, we have Franco,
curb,
Cuban, more fig, and ropes.
This is true. So now,
and the bottom line here is, instead of spending thousands of dollars for a big heavy chain, you can spend hundreds of dollars and get this fabulous look.
Get a great looking chain.
And we guarantee it will hold up. The gold will hold up. And here's the coolest thing. We started doing this 3 years ago because the grandparents were coming in at Christmas time saying, I want to get my 14-year-old a gold chain.
Or granddaughter.
Or granddaughter, yeah. A gold chain. And I want a nice one that won't fall apart, but I want to pay a couple $100. I said, well, I know gold chains. Okay. Way to detangle a chain without using pin or needle. No, who's asking this? Who? Colleen? I'll finish this in a second. Colleen, no, you need the little pins. You unclasp it, and the little pins pull away. There's the only way you're going to unclasp.
It takes a little time and a little patience, but that usually will get the job done.
And if you can't get it undone, come in and give me a shot at it. I'm usually
give it to Brian. He loves doing those.
No, Maggie loves doing it more than Brian. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was Patricia. Okay, Patricia Willis asked that. So, yeah, use the two little pins or needles and just try to separate the knot. That works out pretty good. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's get back to these gold vermeil chains. The cool part about this, when we started doing this for the grandparents and the mom and dad that said, I've got a 16-year-old son, but he's not overly responsible, but he's dying for a gold chain. You buy him one of these for hundreds of dollars, not thousands. He wears it, shows responsibility. 6 months, a year later, you bring the gold vermeil chain back to us. We give you all your money back towards the gold chain, 100% refund towards the gold chain. So how's that?
Yeah.
It's sort of like, we call this especially for the younger people, our gold chain on training wheels. Okay, just to make sure that mom and dad aren't blowing too much money on a chain that their son or daughter may not be equipped yet. Emotionally to take care of, and that happens.
Yeah.
Kids will be kids kind of thing. So anyway, you got to come check these out. Yes, we can. Yeah, the vermeil, Pat. Yes, we do sell the vermeil chain here. Okay. So you can come in and buy it. That was the one for $59. Absolutely. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you real fast. But most of the time we have them in stock. Okay. So, and thank you. Yes, of course anybody here can come in and buy a chain from us, for heaven's sakes. Okay?
Please do.
Okay, now, I think we covered the vermeil. I'm so glad you brought the vermeil chains up because they're fabulous. We love selling gold. We're a gold store. But the gold vermeil chain has a place. Just like silver has a place in your jewelry wardrobe,
sure.
So does the vermeil chain. Especially if you want just a fun fashion look for yourself without spending the same amount of money you spent on your gold chain, or for somebody in the family that you want to make sure it can take care of it before you get too deeply involved in the expense.
Yeah.
All right. Now, okay. So listen, everybody. We're going to sort of wrap it up, but we want to let you know we're going to be having a gold sale pretty soon. We got well-known 3 and 4 and 5 years ago for our big gold sales, and we're going to be doing it again pretty soon. So congratulations to all of our winners. But if you want to be a real winner, okay, if you want to be, wait, it says, Lori has a disagreement. Says Cassandra guessed first. Yeah, we'll check our records, and if that's the case, we'll make it good. Don't worry about it. Okay. So anyway, we're going to be having a big gold sale coming up in the next 2 to 3 weeks after Easter. So stay tuned in. Okay. And I got to tell you something. If you're looking for a gold chain, this might be your best opportunity to get a great deal on a solid gold chain anywhere in West New York because nobody's giving the valuable stuff away. Okay,
No.
but we're not afraid to give great discounts. How's that? All right. So thanks everybody for joining us. And yeah, we'll just check on the order of the prizes. Don't worry about it. Everyone's covered. We take care of our own. All right. Thanks for joining us. Hey, we'll probably see you next week. We'll definitely see you next week on Thursday, but we're not going to be doing a streaming live the Thursday before Good Friday. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Easter and Good Friday. Yeah. So anyway, so good night, everybody. Good night, Madonna. Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
You made it fun for us, and we'll be back with you soon next Thursday.